So hello everybody, it is Power Week. It means that the Power BI team has released a new Power BI desktop update. This time it is June 2019. So I have already covered the reporting features and the visualization and analytics features, and it is time for the data connectivity features. And basically we're going to talk about share and certify datasets. And I knew I had to do a separate video for this, for sure, but I did not realize how much research I had to do in order to bring this video to you guys. It's just page by page by page, just to try to put the story together. It's been painful. But I've done this so you don't have to, so make sure you check the video out so you know what's going on when it comes to shared datasets. So first of all, on June 3rd, it was last week, I think, there was an announcement that shared and certified datasets were coming to Power BI. This was the announcement on the Power BI blog, and they explain a little bit why this is a great feature, and I agree with them. It is a great feature. It allows how would you say, analysts or organizations to certify a data set and share it with everybody. Okay, so for example, let's say that you have SAP and people are reporting on product sales and everybody's almost using the same fields. But, you have to, in order to be able to get it right, you have to remove certain things. You have to clean the data a little bit just to make sure that everybody's reporting on the same numbers. So if you actually create a data set with all the cleaning steps done, so you know that the numbers that come out of the data set are correct, you have now the possibility to actually certify that data set and basically create a catalog of datasets that the organization has checked and certified that the data coming out of them is correct. And I think it is fantastic. I did a review of the Azure Data Catalog a while ago. It was a year or two ago, and I loved the potential of it, but it was not really fully developed. Will this replace that? I don't know, but the feature of actually being able to share datasets and to promote and certify datasets, I think is absolutely wonderful. There are some ifs and buts. We will get into that once we start the review. Grab a cup of coffee. This is going to be a lot of information, okay? So I'll do my best not to miss anything. But again, you will be able to create a data catalog that will allow you to share your most important and most used reports. You will be able to see the usage of reports, so you can promote and certify a dataset as you see the usage increases. You will have the same functionality of any dataset, so you can see also the use of those shared datasets. And I think it's absolutely wonderful. So here they have an introduction to what that would be. And I don't think this is just wonderful for only enterprise customers. I think this is a great feature for even medium-sized and small companies. So you know that your users are using data that is being cleaned, correct, and is accurate, or as accurate as possible, at least. Fantastic feature, for sure. So who can use shared datasets? It is for pro and free users that have premium. So if you're just a free user, you won't be able to use this. But if you are a free user in a premium capacity, then you can. So you have premium or pro, basically, to be able to use this functionality, which is totally understandable. So how about we do a deep dive? First of all, I'm going to go through everything, or at least everything I've learned in the hours that I've spent researching this topic. So the first thing we're going to do, this is the Northwind dataset that we always use in our demos. I'm going to publish that thing into the Northwind workspace, and we're going to get this party started about that. So I'm going to, no, it's not going to let me copy the link. You know, I don't have Google as a default browser. So now we're going to go to POWERBI.com. So first of all, how does the process of promotion and certification? So the first thing you do as an analyst, as a business user or IT professional, you promote your dataset. You said, hey guys, I have a fantastic dataset here that I would like to promote to get certified. So we have here the Northwind dataset that we just published. And you see here the promoted. So let's say that we want to promote this one too. So you go in here, settings, and then here's the new tab, endorsements, and you can promote it there. So you click, here you write what the dataset is about and who has created. I think that would be great, especially if you want to be used by others. So you can say, this is Northwind data created by finance department. So you put some weight on it already from the beginning. You say apply. And as you can see, I have the Certify button already on. Well, anybody can promote something, but not everybody can certify. I'll show you in a second. But if we go here to Northwind again, and then datasets, you'll see that both have been promoted. If you want to say, no, I don't want to promote it anymore, I found some errors, you can go back to default and it's no problem. Okay, so once you've done that, you go back to datasets and you'll see that the promotion label has been disabled. I couldn't find anywhere that you could restrict promotion. So if you know, let me know. I couldn't find it. For what I can see, anybody can promote a dataset. But maybe it's because I am an admin, so I can promote everything. So how do you certify a dataset? You need to talk to your admin, and he needs or she needs to go to the admin portal, tenant settings, and here it is, dataset certification. I have enabled for the entire organization. You don't want to do that. You want to pick people that, for example, your finance people, or you know, your super duper sales business user that knows anything there is to know about that product data set, or your technical R&D guys that have all that motor data and they know that this data set is correct. So you want to handpick the people that would have access to, or we have the possibility to certify something, and then you can assign a security group. This is, you know, certify in Power BI datasets group, and you put their names in there. I just put the entire organization because it's easier for me to do that. But your Power BI admin will know how to do it. But it says it will take 15 minutes for it to take effect. It took a little bit longer for me, but something like that. And once you have done that, I hope I don't have to wait again. Let's see, we go to settings. It said I want to certify that dataset. I just click on certified. And as you can see here, there's a learn more link. I'll show you in a second. Because now if you click in there, it'll take you to the Microsoft documentation, but you might want to have another process for how to certify datasets. You might say, okay, so if you are on the R&D department, you need to contact if you are on, you know, so you can create your own internal process for these, for sure. And for that, you can create a custom link in here. We're going to certify this dataset so you see how it looks. So you go here, datasets now has been certified, okay? So if we go to the admin portal again, and tenant settings, and dataset certification, here you can specify the URL to your intranet, to your SharePoint, or whatever link you think is necessary, to a PowerPoint on OneDrive, or whatever makes sense for you, basically. So you can customize that, which I think is great. It is a neat feature, actually. So now we have this certified data set. That is great, right? So let's say, okay, we have not only the ability to certify data sets, but we have the ability to share data sets. So if I go here to get data, in the documentation, they talk about published datasets or Power BI datasets. So on POWERBI.com, on the service, it is called published datasets. It is in here. I was actually looking for it here. I couldn't see it. So it is hidden here, published datasets. If you go to POWERBI.com, go to a new one. Obviously, if it's a live connection, you can only have one dataset. So it won't allow us to get it in here. It will start in a second, right? Yeah, okay. So now we're going to see how you can connect to a Power BI dataset on Power BI service. There is no difference in there. The difference is that you'll see when Power BI opens and we get to get data, Power BI datasets, you will see which datasets have been promoted and certified. And I don't know why it's taking so long. Tired Power BI. Let's see if... So if we go here and click while we wait till the other one to start, you will see the Northwind report that it has been certified and the other one that was not certified at all. As you can see here, I can only see the data sets that live in this workspace. And then you might wonder, okay, so what do you mean with shared data sets? Well, here's the thing. This is what I discovered through the research is you need to have the new app or the new workspace experience to be able to see shared data sets, to be able to share data sets, to be able to see data sets from other workspaces. So this Northwind workspace, it is a old app experience. And one of the ways you can see it is that there is, for example, here on reports, there is a copy. I don't know. So I don't know how you see that this is an old workspace or a new one. Maybe here, let me see. Yeah, when you see here, this is the old workspace experience. The new looks a little bit different. Let's see, this started. So we go get data. Here it's called Power BI datasets. This connects to Power BI service. And now we can see that this is the Northwind report that we certified. And then we have a few others that are promoted, and you can see in which workspace they live, which I think it was wonderful. I was a little bit thrown off by these. This is my email. And when it says your email, it means that it's my workspace. I don't know why it's not called my workspace. For me, it was not intuitive until I realized, like, okay, that data set. I was looking for it. Like, what is that data set? It is on my workspace. So if you see your name, it's your personal workspace. The other ones is the Northwind from social media, from Tech Days. So I have different workspaces. And as you can see on Power BI desktop, I can see all the reports from all the workspaces that I have access to. I am an admin on that tenant, so obviously I have access to everything. But if you don't have access to it, you won't see it here. When it comes to PowerBI.com, as you saw, when I click in here, I only see the data sets that are available on that workspace. So if I want to change that, if I want to see everything, I have to actually go to workspaces and create a new. I was hoping and I was looking for it. It's like, is there no way to upgrade? But I couldn't find it. So unfortunately, you have to recreate everything again, which is a pain. I mean, I've seen organizations that have hundreds of workspaces. So You have to create it. If it is possible to upgrade, just let me know and I'll write a note, but I haven't seen. So here it says create app workspace. It says you are creating an upgraded workspace. We're going to call it North Wind. Let's write it version 2. Otherwise you don't want to call it that. You want to call it a better name, but just so we can see the difference between both. And then click save. And here we have our new upgraded workspace. And here we see all datasets, workspace datasets. Why? Maybe because I haven't published anything yet. If we go here, you see the difference? That's why I saw that this is the old one, this is the new one. Maybe there is a better way to see. I don't know, actually. So we're going to go back to Power BI here, and we are actually going to publish this report on the new workspace. So we're going to Northwind version 2 and publish it there so you can see how the process works on the new workspace. So if we go back, we can see now there should be here the new Power BI dataset settings. The process of promoting and certifying is exactly the same. So I just promoted the dataset. You can obviously certify it right away if you want to. You don't need to go through the promoted if you have certifying rights. Otherwise, you have to go through the promoted step. So if we go here, settings, endorsements, certified, apply. And then here it says who certified and when. Okay. So now you can see datasets. I have my certified datasets. I go to get data, I go to public datasets, and I can see all datasets that are available for me. Why I'm not seeing my own? That's weird. Okay, so now if I go to Power BI and I click to get data, Power BI datasets, I will see 2 certified. One is from the version 2 and the other one is from the version 1, okay, from the old experience for workspaces. If I go here and click, I can create a dataset. And I'm actually going to start a new because it's taking a little while. So now you see that I've connected and I'm going to create a very simple graph. I don't even need to create a graph, but just so you see. So as you can see, I am connecting live. I have no Power Query and no modeling. So the only thing I can do is just use the data. And I'm going to publish this. Do you want to share, save? Yes. And this is my new workspace. I'm going to save it. And now, as you can see, I can publish this on my workspace, on Northwind 2, on timesheets. I don't see the old workspaces. So when you are using or reusing a dataset on Power BI Desktop, you will have the possibility to publish it only to the new. This is another new workspace. That's why you can see it there. Now, if I go again here and I go to get data, Power BI datasets, and now we're going to connect to the old app experience, right? So we're going to connect to this one. This is the old one. It's a pity that you can't see it actually, but so it's going to ask us to save. I'm going to save it there with that name. I've been playing with it, as you can see. And it says publish to Power BI. The only place you can publish this is on the original data set. So it doesn't allow you to publish it anywhere else. So that is a difference between them, okay? So now if we go in here, if we go to the Northwind, here we should see the same dataset because we are reusing it. It doesn't replicate the dataset. The dataset exists on PowerBI.com just once, which is great. So when you're updating it, it updates. But we have both reports in here, okay? And if we go to Northwind in there, and then we go to datasets, here we have the certified dataset. We have it only once, but we have the test create report here. So again, the dataset only once, but here you can only publish within its workspace. Well, if you have the new workspace experience, you can publish to other new workspace experiences. Oh my God. Okay, so let me go back here. And we're going to publish these to another workspace. I want to show you something. If I go here to my workspace, so I'm not going to publish it to its own workspace. I'm going to publish it to another workspace. So you can see what happens. So I'm coming here. I need to change to my workspace. That's where I publish it. If you go to datasets, you see here that I have a copy. But it's not a copy, it's just a link. You can see it on the icon here. I have a link of the data set that is used for the report that I just created. Where did it go? It should be called here, test create report new workspace. So this report is connected to a linked dataset on another workspace. So when you come to datasets, you can see that by that link, but when you come to reports, you don't see it. And I think that is a pity, actually. I would like to see it. I would like to see here that this report, even if it lives here, it comes from a shared dataset somewhere else. And here's a weird thing I found. If I delete this, I can obviously delete it, it's no problem. Well, maybe you can see it because there is no owner. I can see it here. No owner, it means that it's a shared. It should have an owner. Why it doesn't have an owner? Okay, so that's another thing. But if we delete that, I was expecting the dataset to go away and it doesn't. So I deleted the report that was connected to this dataset. There's no dashboards, there's just that report that we saw. And then I said, okay, I delete it here. You can't delete it. So once you have created a report, you publish it from a linked dataset and you publish it somewhere else, it just doesn't go away. The only way I managed to get it to disappear, it was to delete the entire workspace. So when I went in here and I deleted the entire workspace, it disappeared. I don't know if it's a bug or something. I have no idea, but it's super weird. Don't know. So you have the possibility to copy reports. It says, okay, I want to copy that report, and then you have the possibility to share it on all new workspaces. Okay, so that is actually quite great. So I can go here, go to timesheets and save it there. And I'm guessing that if we go to timesheets, we will get the same thing, the linked, there it is. And then we'll get the report in there. And then if I delete that one, the dataset still persists and we can't delete it. No. Oh no, now I have to delete one. Okay. So that's the way it works. There is some room for improvements for sure, but at least oh no, it takes a little while to. Let me show you this. You know, when I was clicking here on publish datasets, that nothing showed up, and it takes a while to populate. So now we can see on the new workspace all the datasets available on the new app workspace and my workspace. So you can see Northwind 2, my workspace and the timesheets, which is the new workspace too. So now you can share databases with the new app workspace experience. Okay, what else? If you publish the app, here on permissions, you have the possibility to allow users to connect to the app underlying datasets using build permission, allow users to make a copy of the reports. If you don't want that, you remove this and then you're good to go, okay? So I think the functionality, the actual thing that you can share and you can certify and you can promote is great. I think some work needs to be done on the user interface. I find it confusing and difficult to click, but that's how I find PowerBI.com often to be, right? But this is the beginning. Hopefully this will get better and better. And I really hope that this helps you get started faster, because I seriously spent hours, reading through the documentation to get this to work. So hopefully now in 30 minutes, you get up and running, okay? So it is all for today. Tomorrow is Friday, so it's Tax Fridays, and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.